Welcome again, everyone. Jerry's Old Guy Review. And we're doing a review. For those of you who have caught it in the background, this is the Kyosho USA-1 1/8 scale brushless monster truck. And we're going to go over a couple things today. Hopefully the rain has stopped and we're going to get outside and rip it a little bit. I do have pros and cons big time with this thing. Now, the history is the original Kyosho USA-1 came out back in the 80s, early 90s to compete with the Tamiya Clodbuster. Whereas the Clodbuster was motor on axle and a solid axled vehicle, the USA-1 was not. I'm flipping another light on. Which was weird. It had independent suspension, but it was still a excellent competition with the Clodbuster. I did it myself. The two of them together were awesome in stock trim. Now, I modded out my Clodbusters. I never modded out the Kyosho because it just never had the support. But now this is what should have came out back in the day. Now, you may recognize, once we get under the hood, so to speak, that this is their crazy van. They had it in a pickup truck version. This was, or is currently, in my opinion, one of the craziest 8 scales. It's chain driven. The axles look like something off of your kid's mini bike. And it comes with a lot of goodies. We're going to get to that. But let's get to some of the specs that come with it. Here is the Kyosho radio. It comes with everything. The KT231P Plus. You've got 3 position switches. You've got what I love, steering trim, dual rate, throttle EPA, throttle trim, normal reversing. It's got something crazy on the back here. I don't know. You can put rechargeable batteries in it. Not very comfortable for driving, but still a pretty good radio. I'm going to put that over to the side. It comes with a 4S capable brushless system. It is a 2300 kV motor, which I'm going to tell you, I've driven it so far just on 3S, which is a handful. I've seen a lot of people driving them and, they're not fast enough. And well, I've got a lot of room in my yard, and that's generally, where I'm going to drive it. And it eats up terrain quick. Waterproof servos. I don't know. I'm not even going to say that. I do know the servo is going to go live somewhere else, because I'm going to show you something also I got for this vehicle. Let's see, big bore shocks. We're going to see those. They're ginormous. It's got an open diff. It's got a 5-link suspension. The thing is already a handful, and that's with the steering controlled. So, full ball bearings. These normally go for $550, which is a lot, but you get a lot. I was able to snag this brand new in the box for $400. Somebody got in over their head, and I'm quick to help a brother out or a sister. I will help you out if you need to get rid of something brand new in a box. It's kind of how I live my life. Now, what they also claim is this is the ultra scale body, which it is. And you know what? Let's let's just pop some pins and let's get right to it. The pros are so far, it is ridiculously fast. It is big. The body could be thicker. Oh, I moved right into a con. The big tires, the accurate wheels and tires to the original. The axles aren't quite right, but it's what they had. And they are beef. We're also going to see that I've driven it around a lot. I've been having a hootenanny. It drives the dogs crazy. But the body is beautiful. This is unlike the original USA-1. This has the full-blown everything. And let's just get in there and look at some of it. Because I know some people out there are going to not like the Lordy stuff. Don't really care. So, we've got supporting our troops. Pray for our troops. We have got, I can't even hardly read those. I can't. I think it's on the back. It's something about God. Full light. These don't have light buckets in them, the fog light covers. But the headlights, oh, wow. You have got light holes for days. The faux engine cover on there. Now, so far, I haven't broken anything on it. I felt that I was going to. Let me see if I can flip these wheels. Oh, wow, that chain drive is just fabulous, and I'm giving you guys a horrible view. Ugh. Okay, so, metal chassis. But everything else is plastic. But the upper and lower links are thick plastic. These shocks are beef. I mean, let's just get in there. Those are some big old shocks. The plastics are very flexible. So I don't know how durable they're going to be. But so far, this truck has flipped and rolled, and it's done okay. There's your chain drive, your spur and pinion, chain driven, and the chains are all over the place. So don't be afraid that you're going to break a chain. If you buy one, just order up another chain. It has a wheelie bar on it, and that is on there for a reason. You've got these battery boxes. I don't care for them. This is a 3S battery in there. You can't close it completely, but it's made to be adjustable for any battery you want to fit in there. What are you doing, you crazy gimbal? Wheels and tires. This is a ginormous battery box, which will work out good. Beef suspension. Now, you will notice that these shocks, I didn't tear them apart, but this thing has been bouncing around quite a bit. And that's a nut, not shine from any oil leakage. The dog bone, it's kind of like a half dog bone. It's like a CV here and a bone there. The front, though, is complete, adjustable for compression. And it's got links on both ends, no dog bones. The links, though, for steering, I don't really care for this setup. Here's your steering, which is driven by this. Good Lord. You know what? Oh, this thing is possessed. Let me get the tape measure out. Because that, to me, that is incredibly long. Holy cow. Almost 6 inches long. One of them is. And 5.5 with this servo saver looking thing here. Metal. You know, that's what some of it is just, it's heavy duty, but it's screwy. Screwy, I'll tell you. The plastics to me still feel fragile, but let's get the body out again. It has been ass over tea kettle, and it did just fine. Nothing's broke. Beautiful. The body is beautiful. If you like the 90s Chevy pickup trucks, you're not going to go wrong. But we're going to get inside, and we're just going to look at the crazy, that is 8 headlights you can put in this. And what has it got in the back? Oh, but just single tail lights. But you also have, I don't have it on yet, but this is just the shipping bit. That is where a light bar can live. I never can adjust that right. So it comes with a nice light bar. You reuse the bolts that are in it for shipping. These are all put together. They've got the backings on them, and they've got the clear lenses in them. So once you decided you're not going to destroy your truck, you take that black bit off and install those. And then with the doodads that come in the kit, you've got light covers. You've got some fake KC highlights, which I like. Or you can go with the USA. These are just the light covers. Let's just throw that back on. Got the battery in it already, ready to go. Oh, let's move back. So you also get some heavy-duty tools. Taking off your wheels. You get your Allen wrenches. And you get another massive wrench. This ruins my T-wrench collection. This is like an X-wrench. It's ginormous. And this is straight up, let's go take some spark plugs out of lawnmowers. I'm going to become a vandal in the neighborhood. And that's just to take the lugs off. What else do we get? You get your easy operation book with all your doodads getting ready to go. You get what I love the best, your maintenance manual that is a full breakdown of everything on this truck. Ready to runs all need to come with those. Your binding plug. Back to the maintenance catalog. They all need to come with these because if you're a ready to run guy and you've never built a kit or you've never tore one of these down, this is perfect. And Kyosho generally always includes an excellent one. Excuse me. So I could give this to any newbie and, oh, I broke something. Well, use your book. Take it apart. That's what I gave you the book for. Learn. Cripe, the one that comes with a phaser, which is a pretty simple truck or car, is pretty impressive. But what I also got, I decided to go and buy this when I knew I was getting this, was right here. This is the four-wheel steering conversion kit. This is a Mad Crusher. That's the chassis. Comes with all the doodads, but it's just like if you've ever had a clodbuster or the original USA-1, I don't even remember what it was called, you're going to really work a servo for the steering, because the steering for the Clodbuster was longer rods, but the steering for this truck when it was in its original form was these sliding doohickeys. And man, if you had a weak servo, which you did back in those days, we didn't have these crazy high-tech things we have nowadays. So you had to keep those little slidey deals. Here we go. I'm going to show you the steering with my hand. That's how the servo moved, the two bits that did the four-wheel steering. And you had to keep that area of the truck completely clean, because those weak servos, it didn't take much dirt to damn near stop them. Now, let's get to my cons so far. Okay, the body is beautiful. You're going to not want to break the body. The body is not the thickest. I would have hoped that this would have been, it's pretty thick, but I think it should be thicker. The tires are very, very thin. I rallied this around the backyard one day and decided to try to go up one of my rock obstacles, and I still can't find the tire, but I saw it, and it's got a hole in it. So a rock or a twig, oh, here we go. This is ridiculous. So let's get right over here to it. God, I can't do this gimbal. You can see it. That is one time going over some rocks, and let's see if we can get over here. And you can see how thin the tire is. So that is definitely something. You know, I don't want to drive it through puddles right now. I'm going to put a little RTV in there just to keep these tires going. But as you can see from them, they're getting used. The fragility of it, seemingly, I can't say that yet because I have ran it on a lot of different terrain, and I've ran it and it's flipped and it hasn't broke yet. Nothing's broke on it. So I was, is that, look at all the mud. There's the mud on the front there. When I got it and pulled it out of the box and saw that when you're down here, this is beef central. But as you get up, it seems like you start finding weaker and weaker components. But I'm saying for me at $400, this is a smoking deal. $550, I don't know. I mean, coupon days at A-Main, maybe. Would I pay $550 for it? But so far, it's given me that mix. It's given me the durability that it has shown, but it's showing me the vulnerabilities that may appear. So when I pulled it out of the box, that's why you saw it in the background a lot instead of me right out driving it, because it made me nervous a little bit. But looking at what you get, so far the durability of it, I'm going to keep going with it. But right now, my assessment, even going out knowing the cons, the fears are there, but so far it hasn't shown any of the vulnerabilities that I'm feeling in my brain. So with that, right now, if this is your bag, because, hey, this was my bag, 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago. Monster trucks were my jam. But now these reimagined monster trucks, you know, these A-arm super bashing monster trucks, that's great. But they are not true monster trucks. The non-four-wheel drive Traxxas ones, while beautiful, don't blow my skirt up because they're not solid axle trucks like they should be. That adds to the excitement when you're going to jump over a car and your axle digs into the roof and throws your truck all cattywampus. That is part of the joy. Solid axle. This, I'm going to have to do some research. This is an open diff system, which I went to just casually drive up my rock pile, and, it doesn't want to do it. But because it was designed for something different, it's got open diffs for hard acceleration, tight turns. But right now, I am not displeased with any of my doll hairs going to buy this. This truck, so far, has impressed me not only for its just enjoyment. You don't have to be balls to the wall. 4S with this truck, I think, is going to be a super handful unless you've traveled out into a big open field. But who's going to buy this to drive to just a big open field to drive it? You're going to want to set up a monster truck course. You're going to want to find some old Alexan bodies and crush them. You're going to want to do monster truck things with it because look at it. It's almost too beautiful just to be a basher. So, with that being said, I am not upset that I spent the money I spent on this. This is more of a novelty, but hell, I've got tanks. I've got 1980s vehicles that are full of the fanciest modifications of the era. And I've got modern trucks. I got $50 trucks from China. I am not closing myself off to any of these. This, to me, gives me a little bit back when my youngest kid was a friggin' baby running around and I was chasing him with monster trucks. Now I can do it with four-legged dogs, and they all hate it. They all go after this like it is a rabid Wolverine. So let's just go out, whip it around the yard for a couple minutes, and I will talk to you on the next one. Just walked over and did a flip and check. And the mirrors and everything are still on with my quality driving. Oh, and I just killed a second battery. I did not charge up a full battery, but that was just a little ripping around. Talk to you later.